Mike Owens with Inside Fighting, and it's always a pleasure to be joined by the King of Violence, Platinum Mike Perry. Mike, good to see you. How are things, and how are you? How are you recently, my friend?
I'm doing great, man. Been training hard. I trained twice yesterday. I've been doing keto for like 27, 28 days. Uh, Diet's going well. I saw some good weight, got some good miles in. Um, Looking to be the best version of myself, and I look forward to, delivering that to the crowd. Uh, you know, on my next matchup is October 4th. We announced yesterday. So it's great to have an opponent and be working towards something, gonna get that bag.
Well, full disclosure, we scheduled this interview, and I wanted to catch up with you about DBX3, which we'll get into slightly later. But I do have to start by talking about the very exciting news that you have a fight, you have a date, you have an opponent. This must feel good.
Yeah, it feels good, man. Uh what can I say? Stevens has talked trash in the past and things like that, and I never really said anything about it. He's gone on podcasts talking about me, saying this and that. He's the king of violence. There's others that say they are, but I never said much. And then you want to put him in my way. You want to give him the contract. He signs the contract, thinks he's gonna come up. Um, he was a little bitch about the weight and shit because I technically didn't want to cut myself down to 175. I don't think I'm the same guy at 175, but I'll be the best version of myself. I'm gonna make the weight, and then there's a weight clause that he wanted to put on me. I can't go up past a certain amount. And so once I make the weight and then rehydrate, I have to watch my weight even on fight day, and because he's a little punk. So I'm gonna smash him and go get the bag, like I said, man.
Does Jeremy Stevens present anything new that you haven't seen before?
To be honest, this shit should be illegal. I mean, technically, it is illegal. If it wasn't my career, my job, and they do it, and I entertain millions of people with this action, uh, you know, I'm just gonna beat the crap out of this little dude. I mean, I don't know. They talk about in bare knuckle. They talk about this tournament where you could possibly see Mike Perry versus a Ben Rothwell. We had a little scuffle in the VIP room at the last BKFC event. Um, we threw
You,
some real punches at each other. Ben's always trying to spar me and stuff, and that's cool. I'm game. We could have if we get that far in that big tournament. It would be an honor to face Big Ben. It'd be a different type of altercation, between us going
mm.
into the ring. I have nothing but respect. He's a big, strong guy, and it's like I'd have nothing to lose to go in and facing me. I try not to get hit with the full force of the blow, and if he hurts me, I'll just have to, you know, take a knee. So, you know, I'm not as big as Big Ben compared to my upcoming opponent. We're closer in size and stature. He's had some skills. He's knocked some people in UFC, but I couldn't say what good names they were, and but he's done some things in BKFC. I beat Stevens faster, and his face was already or not Stevens, sorry, Eddie. I
Eddie.
beat Eddie. Edi. I beat him faster. I'm gonna start saying everybody's name wrong. Uh, and I beat Edi faster than he did, and I loosened his face up for him. So now Jeremiah is Steppens is gonna get his face smashed in too.
UFC 319 is this Saturday. Dricus du Plessis versus Hamzat Chimaev for the UFC middleweight title. And we've teamed up with our friends at DraftKings to get you closer to the action. Right now, if you're a new customer, go download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and sign up using our promo code InsideFighting. Bet $5 and you'll receive $200 in bonus bets instantly. Only on DraftKings. The crown is yours. Are you confirmed for the tournament, the BKFC tournament?
Well, they do keep using me as an example. Yeah,
They do.
sure. I mean, why wouldn't I take the opportunity to go fight for $15 million?
So is that confirmed? Like you're 100% going to be in that tournament, or are you saying that they're using you for an advertisement at the moment, but it's TBD?
It is TBD. First, just like the White House card, first come, first, first things first.
Yeah.
October 4th, that's confirmed. I have an opponent. I'm gonna focus on my work and to fight this. He's a short, little, fast, little guy, and he bit off more than he could chew. He's been running his mouth for a long time, and his ass wrote a check that it can't cash. And I'm gonna weight bully him. I'm gonna beat on him, and I'm gonna make him run into some shots. It's either going to be I'm gonna make him quit, he's gonna give up, or I'm gonna catch him with a clean shot that puts him in a coma.
What does this fight or a win over Jeremy Stevens do for you in your career? And the reason why I asked that question is we've had so many conversations about what was the next fight. So I'm so happy to see that you have a fight. It feels like for so long we've been having those conversations and anyone or anybody would have done for you. So what do you feel like a win over Jeremy Stevens does for you in your career?
You know, uh, I think there's other names. Like really close to other opportunities and things like that. Winning my next fight is always the next big goal and the next big booster in my career and everything. So, he signed on the dotted line and he's got to pay. And it's not even personal. It's just business, but our business is kind of personal. So,
Hmm.
you know, um I don't think it does much, for me other than it pays my bills. Um, it's going to be an entertaining show, a spectacle for the fans in New Jersey. I'm excited to go to Jersey and show out. Like, like I was putting the Jersey Shore dudes up there. Apparently, maybe they're from Staten Island, but I know them from Jersey Shore. I watched Jersey Shore, so I know that there's some fist pumpers up there that are gonna be excited to watch the fucking bloodbath and of bare knuckle fighting, and it's gonna be a great time. So, next one's the best one. This is the next one. I'm ready to go and perform. 50 days till weigh-ins from now, and I'm already on an incredible shape and diet, and everything is going so well. So, just it's really the journey of
Hmm.
being a mixed martial artist, of being a competitor, a fighter, that I get to enjoy in my life that, takes me to new heights and new places, and I get to go see new things in new places in the world, and that's what matters most. So it doesn't matter who it is. Um, I'll be the most dangerous version of myself that the world has ever seen. And to me, that's what's important. And to the fans, it's just gonna be like chaos.
I love it, Mike. A lot of people expected you to be fighting on October 11th, and that was the reason for that is that was the date that originally Conor McGregor told you that you would be fighting, and it was also the date that he told you that you would be, and I quote, dancing for the owner. So, are you looking forward to dancing for the owner a week early on October 4th?
Ah, yeah, man. I'm an owner too, man. But yeah, I dance for myself. I look in the mirror and just shake a little bit, shake a little something from my wifey. Ah, Yeah, man, let's dance, that's what's I've been working so hard for. It's been a while. It's been over a year since I fought back in July, and to return as the king of violence, and because because I got that name fighting bare knuckle, and it is a different thing. So, I'm looking to return as my vicious self in the bare knuckle squared circle, and really bring the pain to this guy.
And later this month, we see the return of Dirty Boxing, your promotion, DBX3 in Miami. I think it's August 29th, if memory serves. A good first year so far for your promotion?
Absolutely. I mean, yeah, yeah, we've done pretty great. People are very excited about the sport. Um, Hopefully I'm sure some big things are happening. There's a lot of things changing in the game, and the circle, and we're fitting our place in there because we're one of the top platforms that you can go on with everything that my team and I have built, as far as Overdogs podcast, Overdogs bet, Dirty Boxing Championships, and you know to blow everything up with my own fight now,
Mm,
Platinum Tequila as well. I mean,
mm.
Platinum Tequila, the bottle, the taste, it's exquisite, and it fits right into everything else we are building. It's an empire uh in the early days. We're still in the early days. We're building the front steps, and the roof just needs some shingles, and this mansion is coming together. So we are, you know, putting a palace together, and I think it's going to work out great. One of my partners said, we're we're pretty much ride or die on all of this together, and it's like, we either gonna shoot for the stars, or we're gonna go down swinging.
Should I expect a bottle of platinum tequila to come through in the post one of these days?
Yeah, yeah. Did you buy one?
I thought we were friends. I thought
Oh
we've
man.
known each other a while. You know the Brits like to drink. I thought that would be a nice, nice present
Yeah,
from
yeah,
Mike to
yeah.
Mike.
Well,
But
well, everybody is waiting on their damn bottles, including myself. I've bought bunches of bottles that are not here yet for
mm,
me. So once this stuff it's gonna start popping off, I believe we're gonna have some platinum tequila in the building at Dirty Boxing on August 29th. So that'll be great. And we got some big moves we're making with that as well, and with bare knuckle fighting championships with platinum tequila. We're all kind of partnered in there together, and so just some incredible things gonna happen. And when it does start happening, the whole world's got to get their hands on platinum tequila, man. I'm sorry to say, but as I said, the whole world, and I just keep thinking about this constantly, and I just kind of want to say something.
go ahead.
I've been talking to ChatGPT, and I see all these things. Hamzat's fighting this weekend against Duplessis, and he's actually had some incredible post-fight speeches, and one about the kids. He doesn't know what to say when kids are getting hurt and stuff. And um, I saw a kid graduating college with honors, and they won't give him his diploma because he mentioned what is happening. Um, and then I saw a video about a guy saying, what Hamas did back in October 7th. They attacked the festival, things like that. Like, obviously, yes, that's so horrible. And now all, thousands, hundreds of thousands of people are starving to death, can't get aid. I just want to mention them.
Darren Till faces Luke Rockhold the same night as DBX3 in Manchester, England. I have to ask your prediction on former foe and former verbal foe.
Ah, Darren's been real cool lately. I mean, he just sent me like only a couple times he sent me like a couple DMs and they were mature, you know? So, um, it's cool to see that. We're all growing up out here and handling business. Uh, yeah, I think Luke's gonna get beat with the gloves on, you know. Not to say he couldn't take a punch, and was a much bigger welterweight than I ever was. Um, so the height is closer. Darren's done well with the boxing gloves on so far, but you know, Luke Luke is big and strong, so I think a lot of people are wondering, like how or why this matchup got made, and if Luke has a chance at all, maybe he'll do good, but maybe Darren will, just show the grit that he's got, that UK grit, and I think you know, I think Darren will win simply.
Last question from me. Thank you as always for your time. When people turn off the fight in October 4th against you at versus Jeremy Stevens or leave the arena in Newark, New Jersey, what do you want people to be saying about your performance?
That was the best we'd ever seen Mike Perry. He's never moved that well. He's never looked so great. He's never carried himself, with such demeanor of like, maturity and just all around skill and ability and everything. So, I'm looking forward to that. There's some times ahead, lots of training to be done, and I could beat the guy yesterday and or tomorrow, and I have to beat him, in 50 days from now or 51 days from now. So, you know, I'm just on my own path, and for now we're going to Miami soon, August 29th, Dirty Boxing. We're having our biggest show yet, and keep your eyes out, keep your eyes peeled for a couple of changes in that event. So we're very excited to bring it to you. It's live on YouTube, or you can make it to the Hangar in Coconut Grove. Come check us out. Platinum Perry back in action, coming soon.
Mike, always a pleasure, my man. Good to see you. Good to catch up. Have a great and safe rest of camp, and best of luck for the next fight.
Cheers, Mike Owens. Peace out, bro.